Alright, full-time executive game back. Basically, I'm going to be making a 10 by 10 block build of 50 for my 50 subscribers. The outside and the inside is gray for the cobblestone, and the inside is red for the netherrack. Alright guys, so basically we're going to be building a big 50 in our world for our 50 subscribers. Actually, it's 51 now, but basically we surpassed the 50, which is basically where we wanted to get for me to release the niche. So basically, I'm going to just create. Alright guys, I think this is definitely enough space. Look how much, we have like a whole field of space right here. But anyways, I think I'm going to build it right here, just in case it takes me multiple days. I've got a bed right here. I just collected it from somewhere else in the world. I had it previously because I'm too lazy to make another one. Anyways, so I think a stack of netherrack and about a stack of cobblestone should be enough to make this, because basically what I'm going to do is it's basically going to be a 10 by 10. 10 is going to be 2D. So basically I'm only going to need, give or take 100 blocks. So basically, yeah, I think this is definitely going to be enough, because this is like about 123 blocks. So I think that should definitely be enough, because that should definitely be 23 blocks over. But anyways, let's get right into this. Alright guys, this is what it's starting to look like. Yeah, this isn't looking like much, especially like the 0's kind of looking good, and then the 5 is looking more than like an S or a 2 than a 5. But of course guys, this is just the beginning of it. I haven't even gotten the outline yet. Alright guys, yeah, this definitely looks like a 5 now, but it's kind of cramped together, but I'm okay with that. I kind of like that design, that kind of the 5 and the 0 are kind of really close together. I mean, they're touching each other, and I don't know, I just like that design personally. Now all I have to do is put the netherrack inside for basically the inside layer, and then the last outside layer. Of course, I place another layer of cobblestone. Anyways, let's get into this. Alright guys, so basically, the red is on the inside and the 0, like, I explained earlier, but the red netherrack is on the outside of the 5, and was it because I ran out of room? Yes. But was it also because I like the design, kind of it intertwining, and the red being kind of like in the 0 and outside the 5? Also yes. Anyways, let's get back into this. Alright guys, this is the final product. I think this came out really well, especially the 5, since the last time I talked to you guys, because last time the 5, I mean, even though it didn't look like a 2, it still kind of looked like somewhere in between a 2 and a 5. Definitely not quite a 5 yet, but this definitely looks like a definitive 5. Oh my god, it was so hard to create. I actually had to look at what actually a 5 looked like, because somehow I forgot. I don't know. And then the 0, I think, yeah, that definitely came out really well. I cut off the corners, so it kind of looked a little bit more like a 0 and less blocky, if you know what I mean. And also, I kind of, because there was like a little bit of a hole in between the layers, but it was only like in between like the 2 cobblestone layers of the 0 and the 5, but it's only like one block of a hole. And the thing was, it was so small, it just looked terrible, so I blocked it up. So now it kind of looks like the top of the 5 is kind of covered, and then the bottom of the 5 kind of isn't covered, but I kind of like that artistic look. And then the incomplete 0 is covered. I just kind of like how it kind of fades when you kind of go from the top right corner to the bottom left corner. But this is definitely a cool thing to have in your world, especially near some of my my great builds before I started the series. So basically, you know, before I even recorded, you know, off camera, I never recorded any of this stuff, but, you know, near my cactus farm, and, you know, some of my greater builds, like I build out of diamond, and some of, like, my mega builds. So I kind of have this near all my mega builds. Please like, share, and subscribe if you want to be my 52nd subscriber. Anyways, even what happened there? Anyways, guys, please rate this build in the comments. Anyways, goodbye.